Alright, so here's my immediate reaction to Vasyl Lomachenko making Guillermo Rigondeaux quit at the end of the 6th round. Not surprised that Vasyl Lomachenko won. Maybe a little shocked that Guillermo quit the way he did, but then again, this is a pattern with Vasyl Lomachenko fights. He makes these kind of fighters quit. I put Rigo in that category, in my opinion. If you see my last video, I said the superior fighter would win. I didn't really get deep into the breakdowns. I just thought that the size advantage, the age advantage, the better footwork, the way better footwork, and yes, the hand speed, especially when it comes to combinations, that was all in favor of, and even the natural power, because he's the bigger guy, right? Vasyl Lomachenko is just a naturally bigger, stronger athlete. And even the power department, to me, all belong to Lomachenko. So I noticed after the first round, because really nothing happened in that first round, from the second to the 6th round, to the last round, right, the 6th, that the fight was going a certain way. It was going in the way of Vasyl Lomachenko. As the round goes by, as rounds go by, he's starting to land harder shots that are gonna break a guy like Rigo down. And if you saw almost towards the ending of the 6th round, right, maybe a minute or so left in the 6th round, he cracks Rigo, and he's got Rigo hurt, right? Rigo holds on to him. A sure sign, you can see that he buckled before that, and Rigo was hurt, right? And I think that was in the 6th round. Also, what was happening was Rigondeaux wasn't able to get away with some of the dirty tactics he likes to use, and you saw that he got a point taken away from him, right? I forgot what round was it. It was the 4th or the 5th. I'm not sure. I just finished watching the fight, so this is just my immediate reaction. Anyway, but you know, for a guy like Rigo, he started to see that there was a pattern. There was no way he was going to be able to win this fight as the fight goes along, and he was starting to break down. I think the whole hand excuse is what I believe he's using. I think that's just an excuse. He was gonna get broken down. I mean, your hand's gonna hurt in a fight. That happens. You know, when you're fighting somebody, whether you're bare knuckles or you're boxing and using gloves, you know, when you're hitting another man to the body, the elbow, his arms, his face, his head, there's a good chance your hand's gonna break. So this is not the first time, I'm sure, that a guy like Guillermo Rigondeaux has broken his hand or hurt his hand during a fight. He noticed a pattern that was happening, and it was getting worse. The pattern wasn't on his side. Vasyl Lomachenko, you heard him at the end of the fight, he doesn't really take much away from this victory. Right? He doesn't take much away from this victory. You have to understand their mindsets. Guillermo Rigondeaux is a guy who's been stated saying that he doesn't really love boxing. Lomachenko does. Lomachenko is a alpha male. He's whatever weight class he's in, you know, he wants to be the best, right? He wants to be the best fighter. Guillermo Rigondeaux, on the other hand, he expects people to give him respect instead of earning it because of his name, right? He feels like he earned it already, but every fight is different. Lomachenko is always willing to put in that work, and he treats every fight as just a different event, and that's exactly what it is, and that's why he gets the same results with these kind of fighters. So to me, there's no surprise that he won the fight. A little shocked that Rigo quit, but then again, I shouldn't be, because I think, you know, going into this fight, Lomachenko, excuse me, had made 3 guys quit on their stool. And I heard a lot of people saying, well, you know, Rigo's not Sosa, and he's not the Axeman, and he's not Mariaga, and etc., right? But to me, he's not that much better than those guys, if he's even better than them. So that's what I saw going into this fight. I always thought that the superior fighter was going to come out on top, and that's Vasyl Lomachenko. Too big, too young, just a superior athlete, and you know, another easy victory for Vasyl Lomachenko. Anyway, that is my video. Peace.